No, do nothing, remain in that state of doing nothing. You see that why I say doing nothing at the end of every practice. Real self is within me. I do not create it, I do not produce it. So, what I have to do to know my real self? Nothing. So, why I have done the previous steps to purify the mind, to help the mind to recognize, etc., etc. So, from the personal effort, we enter into the effortlessness. Then what happens? The knowledge of the reality dawns in the mind, revealed. So, the knowledge passed on by our teachers, by a teacher, reveals that knowledge, reveals the real self within us. It is what is the journey of the self discovery and meditation and awakening. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. My master used to joke that when you go into meditation, it becomes very difficult for you to come out of the meditation. So, difficult here is not to be taken as a negative sense. How do you know that? Is your mind in a hurry to return, or it wants to stay? You see, you have to check. And that is why we return in a specific way. We don't rub our hands. That is very habitual practice. So bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Become aware of it and lift your both the palms. Place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. You see, I need to tell you before you start sharing the experiences because you were busy in practice of meditation. So one person among you, he was doing hammering, om, and mind has taken over the body also. That's good. In the beginning, it is good. So your other obstacles, physical obstacles also goes away. But gradually, you reach to a higher state. How are you, David and Jerry?
Um, from my perspective, it was kind of like a plunge into deep meditation for me because of that, the oming and the breathing and whatnot. And I had long, long periods of my mind having space, and that's it. I did see lots of sparkles of something, and then it was very difficult to come out.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful experience. How are you, Jerry?
So it was really great. From the beginning, the rapid breath, just right there, everything still quiet, cold. And then to the humming, felt a little bit of warmth. So that was interesting. And then with the Om Shantis, just went right from light in the heart, light in the mind, light everywhere. That was
Beautiful.
really
See,
great.
your consistent practice is bringing the result. You see, I can say the word trick. When you are doing humming, you can do it with eyes open. I know Sam has started doing some of the practices during his work and activity. So you do it with eyes open and watch the time clock. Say 15 seconds, your inhalation, right? 15 seconds humming. So one breath takes how much time? 30 seconds. You see, that is how these masters, if I say use the trick, when your breath rate goes down to 2 or 3 breaths a minute by doing the humming sound, mind cannot make you crazy. You make the mind crazy. Such a simple way. How are you, Stephen and Sam?
Right from the start with the humming piece, I just fell into this deep, dark meditation, a space that was expansive, dark, quiet, and next thing I know, I'm putting my hands over my eyes. So
Beautiful.
So yeah, I felt a definite cleanse of the thoughts at the beginning with the humming and the oming, and everything was blank for a while. And then when you were having us in a quiet state for a little while, I was seeing different images of things in my life, and they were rather than thinking about them, they were fading into light, into my into the colors. And then when you did the Om Shanti, I saw a lot of white light and good feelings in my heart and head. And yeah, I heard you saying right, left, lift the palms, and I couldn't do it. And then I did it after, but I was just so blissful.
Blissful. That's a beautiful. You see, your consistency brings the. How are you, Leslie?
Good morning. So I'm noticing a ton of resistance and reaction when I come here because I'm
because of my beard.
Pardon? From the beard? What?
Yeah, because of my beard, you find
it is. I have a thing about because I'm feeling like I'm failing. I'm feeling like, so that's what's coming up. Like I'm not a good seeker. I'm not consistent enough. I'm not seeing bright lights. I'm not, and so what's coming up is just a lot of like, I'm anyway, so that's what's coming up for me. A lot of like, I'm failing. I'm not good enough.
If I say only one word, continue. I think majority of the people here have been doing almost for more than a year. They have learned a lot of almost, I think, 10 or 15 different practices of meditation. And then they started telling me that they have many visions and colors. Now those visions and colors are gone. So what is important, Leslie, for you is to learn from experiences of others. But don't compare. You have such a beautiful room. I don't have it. When I will have that? So don't do that. This is what we are understanding, the obstacles. These thoughts are obstacles. So when these thoughts comes, get it out and see the result. How are you, Daniel?
Thank you. I'm doing pretty well. So for me today, it was different. It was very noisy. Usually it's quiet, but today was very noisy, and I'm guessing because of this oming and humming, and I was doing very loud in my head, and I had a feeling that if I continue, I will have a headache. So that was just an impression. But after that, in the second part, it was emptiness. It was almost nothing. So I had a feeling again that I could stay forever in this state. So
it is because of the previous steps.
Probably. I try to turn off and disable my imagination. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's a very nice experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. How are you, Lara? I see your notes.
So I can't turn this screen on because the light is really bothering me right now. I'm actually really struck in Vadya. I'm in a lot of physical discomfort. And I don't know if it's from allergies. I've had a migraine headache, and so I'm just in a lot of physical discomfort. And I'm going to tell you that Rati is disturbing my sleep at night big time. And so, because I'm waking up in a lot of pain in the middle of the night, and I don't go to bed with pain. So the meditation for me, I could not do the oming or the humming. I started for a little bit, but it was too much pressure because my sinuses are just so, in my head is so much pressure. I couldn't do it. It wasn't clearing it out. It was making it worse. And so I just laid down, and I did, there was some different parts and times that like it just got solid light. And then I was like, feel like a moment of, okay, I feel okay. And then the pain would come back and it would distract me. So that was my experience.
I can understand, Lara. And we are doing a session on Sunday, and I wish that you keep the sesame seed oil with you so that
I've been doing it twice a day.
Twice a day? Okay. Do it thrice a day, and then we will do something on Sunday session for half an hour to see if we can relieve this migraine. How are you, Barbara?
Well, I felt completely relaxed almost from the very beginning, and the meditation seemed to go so fast today, and I really didn't want it to end.
That's a deeper state. That's really a deeper state when you feel. Don't compare, Leslie. You have to learn from experiences. That causes lot of resistance. You have it. Are you jealous of my beard? You have it, I don't have it. Don't allow the mind to go into that. I have a luxury to have it. You don't have a luxury to have it. So how are you, Christina?
I'm doing wonderful today. Sorry, I'm on my phone, so I'm kind of all over the place moving. So I apologize about my camera. But I felt oh yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I got excited. Once we started the hammering in the mind, I literally feel like I got smacked in the face with like the brightest light ever. Like it was like someone was peeling my eyes open and like the brightest light. And I felt like I like wanted to go like this because I was so blinded. And then felt like I kept seeing like walls, but usually I'm like, my mind's so fast. And I thought it was bad at first, but then it was almost calming that my brain went to think of something and it was something still. And so I was able to go back into calm.
Christina,
so yeah, I like that.
Christina, you should talk to Leslie just a couple of weeks before what she was and what she is now. So wait, have patience. Patience.
Sure.
Patience, persistence will bring. How are you, my friend John?
So during the hammering of the ohms, I was thinking, I'm able to focus more on the hammering of the ohms, and then not have thoughts between the hammering of the ohms, but then noticing that I was aware that I was able to focus more on the hammering of the ohms was a thought between the hammering on the ohms, and then I have to redirect to hammering on the ohms, and then noticing that there was emptiness outside of the hammering of the ohms, and then that I would have to, that's a thought between the ohms, so I have to come back, and then that this is something that I could talk about at the end, and then have to come back. So I was,
It's a good
kind of.
experience. It's a beautiful. When you see the emptiness all around, and when you are hammering, you are able to focus. It means other thoughts are going away.
But I was aware of those other thoughts, and that I was, yeah.
That is okay. That is okay. That's a beautiful state. That's a beautiful. Who is there? Oh, Terry. We have Terry and Sangeeta and Ashok. अशोक क्या हुआ हाँ Terry अशोक क्या हुआ क्या हुआ means what happened
Sir, it is good. Sir, it is good, but nothing to mention at the moment. Thank you.
but you feel calm
Calm.
Sangeeta
Calm and
how are
peace.
you calm and peace yes
सर एक बड़ी अच्छी सी फीलिंग आई है जैसे ना ऊपर से लाइट की ड्रॉप्स गिर रही हैं और अंदर क्लिंजिंग हो रही है और जैसे डार्कनेस खत्म हो रही है उस तरह से
you see it's a beautiful what Sangeeta is saying that there is a light is dropping from the top and it is cleansing my mind to have that feeling is a wonderful experience is also a wonderful experience. Now replace this thought with what Leslie was saying. Then what happens? So it's a matter. So, yes, Terry, where are you?
I'm unmuted. You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
The sound quality is very bad right now, so I could have trouble hearing what everybody was saying, but I heard most of it. I feel very